Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So here we've got the first week of the Summer of Pain. And after trying a few different characters, I found that one of the best counters is actually Stryfe. So if anyone has watched my Stryfe showcase videos, you'll know that Stryfe has the invisibility on the special one, which also applies the shock. But what he also has is when he has at least 2 charges and he hits into the opponent's block or hits the opponent, he puts on a passive stun, which allows you to do a quick medium and then a 5-hit combo. And for this Summer of Pain with this really annoying unstoppable node, Stryfe actually works fantastic. So what I found the best rotation is just to keep rotating the special one, get your invisible, let Rogue hit into you a few times to build the charges, throw a heavy to get 3 additional charges, and then rinse and repeat. Because every time you nullify the unstoppable, you lose 2 charges. So you want to make sure that you keep your charges up. And at some point later on in the video, when I have a bunch of charges, I do end up going for an SP2 with the shock on. So you can also do that because the SP2 does some pretty decent damage when you've got a shock applied to the opponent. But just to be on the safe side, I did just a flat special 1 rotation, get the invisibility, and then just heavy attack. And yeah, it's great. You'll notice the little timer on Stryfe, the left-hand side, when he nullifies the unstoppable. That's a cooldown timer. But once you get into the rotation, it's actually quite easy. So the cooldown actually is finished before Rogue's next unstoppable, which makes it, yeah, pretty easy fight actually. Other people that I tried, or other champions that I tried Corvus Glaive because he did what he was doing, like over 10k into the block. But Rogue trapped me pretty quickly into the corner, and I'm not the best corner fighter, that's for sure. I like trapping the opponent in the corner and not fighting from the corner. I also tried Sorcerer Supreme, who would also be a great counter because get to the SP3 and you can either use the slow debuff, or I would prefer to do the regeneration on block debuff to get your, or buff on yourself, and then just try to keep applying the slows to Rogue. And with the regen on block, if she does end up hitting into your block, you regen all of that back. But what I found with Sorcerer is that it's also a very long fight because she doesn't hit too hard unless she crits, like on her SP2. So yeah, but also pretty good counter for this fight. I've heard from others Quake. It's a very easy fight with Quake. Unfortunately, I only have a 4-star Quake and I'm not the best Quake player, so didn't even want to try that or attempt that. I heard Dragon Man is supposedly really good when you get the SP3, then you can kind of just regenerate when you're unstoppable, and so that seems like it could be a lot of fun. And She-Hulk, of course, and Spider-Gwen. So those are some of the counters that I've heard about and that I've seen just floating around YouTube and the line chats. But for me, Stryfe was a pretty easy one-shot with Rogue. I did need a couple of attempts, so it wasn't on my very first try with Stryfe. I needed about like 4 or 5 tries just to kind of get into the flow of the fight, get into the flow of the rotation. But again, once you get into the rotation and get into the flow, it's pretty easy peasy. So yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, please like, subscribe, share with your alliance mates, leave a comment as to who you used for the week 1 Summer of Pain. And I want to give a shout out to my boy KT1, who was talking, we had a discussion on his chat, or there was a discussion on his one of his live streams about, how he seems Stryfe is a pretty useless champ. Well, KT1, we finally have a use for Stryfe in Summer of Pain week 1, so there we go. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna let this fight play out, and thank you guys so much for the support of my channel. We're slow, but we're growing, and we're gonna keep busting out some content for you guys. And yeah, take care. We'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye bye.